Well, hello, YouTube. Instead of recording hour and a half of this, I already got this set up, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own AI. So, hello. Today we're going to be doing a circular type of AI where he just keeps going in a circle. And like I said, I've got it set up, and that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to show you, I've got it set up, but I'm just going to go step by step for you. So enjoy.
The last Metroid is in captivity.
Hang on.
The galaxy is at peace.
We don't want to hear that. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what exactly what we're doing, because I know you're thinking, he said a circle, so how do you achieve that? That's a good question. So we got the idea down. So we want this circle, okay? Whatever. It's not gonna be perfect. Don't need it to be perfect. Okay, so we got this circle, and we want the enemy to keep going around and around. That's all we want. We don't want him to venture outside. So we don't want him here, we want him inside. Maybe I need to change colors there. We need him inside there, you know, the enemy. So that's what we need to do. And instead of, you know, instead of all this math, you know, what I'm going to be doing is just, I set it up much more simpler. So if we go into Unreal, you see that I've got target points. Okay, so I've got the nav mesh down right here. That's what this box is. And push P and you can see the nav mesh. Okay, so put all these target points down, and all you need to do is just, since you got the target points, you can just copy the coordinates into, oh man, I hate that when that happens, into your different vectors here. Now we set up vectors just because we got a V enter too. Okay, you got your current location, wherever you're at, or that enemy's at that moment, and what's your target. You set your target there. So phase 1 would be the first target point. Maybe I need to come down a little bit, but it'd be your first target point. So as you can see here, all of this, the 4,859 point yada yada yada, and then the 3,516 point yada yada yada, that's put right into here on phase 1. Exact coordinates. Just Control C that, and then Control V that into here. So in my setup, I've set up 17. because there's 17 of these target points. So what you need to do is just grab your event begin play here. Just type it in, type in begin play, and tie it up to a sequencer. Now, the reason why we tie it up to a sequencer or connect it to a sequencer, I don't mean tie it up, but it's because we have to have this gate here as well. And the reason why we have this gate is because we get this delay. We want it to run directly here, and then make sure it executes properly. That's why we have the gate. The V interrupt 2 is if the comment, okay, it tries to reach the target from your current location, and that's what we want. It's a smooth transition. That's what we want. And so just your begin play here, type in sequence, and then get your sequence, connect them up, and then what you're going to do is grab your character movement. Okay, the reason why you grab your character movement is because if you look down here, it's 600. Now, if you're let me just take that off. If your character is set, his movement is set at 600, you don't want your enemy to be set at 600 because you'll never be able to escape, and you don't want that. So you want to be able to outrun him. Actually, I'll need those because sometimes commercials on YouTube. Anyway, so you're gonna grab your character movement, drag out, and then set max walk speed. Type that in, and then connect that up. You're gonna connect your character movement to the target. Then 0 goes to the max walk speed. Okay. And then 1 will go to your gate. It will go to the enter. Okay. Make sure it goes to the enter, because if it goes to the open, it's not going to do anything. Okay. So after you've done that, you will want to get the actor location, because if you don't have that, none of this is going to work. And then you connect it to a V interrupt 2. Now you can add a vector to a vector and then do all of that, but that's a lot of math and that's a lot of testing. This is a lot of testing, but it saves you time. And as you can see here, that's pretty insane, but it's simple. Now go ahead, if you have it exactly the way I've set it up, you're gonna grab 17 phases. Now if your cylinder, that's what this is. So your cylinder, make sure to set it to 20 on the X, 20 on the Y, and then 0.5. And then what you're going to do is pull it up on the Z and push end, and it'll make sure it's flush with the ground. Okay? You don't want this to be higher than your nav mash. Okay, let's go ahead and move that back over here. Okay, so once you set that up, if you set it up by 20 by 20, you'll have the exact same size, and then you can just put your target points into each of these little niches here. Okay, don't worry about those if If you want to, go ahead. If you want it to be completely circular, that's fine. But this works. 17 works. Because that'd be 20. Or 19, I mean, I'm sorry. My math is already off. Okay. Anyhow. So, and I didn't put anything here because he begins there. So, I mean, he'll wrap around and then there you go. Okay, so once you got that all set up, we are going to get rid of me. Yay! Okay. And then once you get to VNtrip 2 and set up all these vector variables here, your initial location doesn't go at the first, it goes at the very end. Okay? So oh crap, I need to make one more. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. All I'm gonna do is Control C, Control V that. Oops. Nope. That's not what I was wanting. Oops. Okay. So we just want Control C, Control V that. There we go. We'll just call that our hold on. Grab our initial location here, and then we're gonna hook that up, and then we don't need to drag that. Just drag this over here. Just call just go ahead and call that the initial location, and then you got that all set up. Your initial location is your starting point, which is right here. You can just Control C, Control V that right here, and as you can see, it's the same. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I'll walk you through this, okay? So you got your VNtrip 2, you got your vector. Make sure to get your world delta seconds here. Be sure that's imperative, okay? Because without it, sometimes it doesn't work. Most times it doesn't work, okay? Your first sequencer, then one, you'll hook it up to a gate. Make sure it's hooked up to the enter. Because if you don't, it's not going to work. And make sure your exit is right there too. Matter of fact, I got to go ahead and do that. Actually, whatever, I'll do it here in a minute. So get your world delta seconds, attach it to a gate, and then your gate will be attached to a simple move to location node. Your controller will be just get controller, and then your goal will be whatever your VNtrip output, your return value is. Just hook that up, grab a delay, okay? Now if you set it exactly up like I have, you will put 1.4 in the delay there, because if you put it any bigger, he'll stop. You don't want that. And if it's like 1.5, he'll stop for like, you know, he'll stutter. You don't want that either. This is a pretty smooth transition. Any lower than that, he'll just go ahead and go to the next location, which you don't want that either. You don't want him to be running a circle, then run to another one. You don't want that. Okay. Anyhow, or you might, I don't know. But you're gonna go ahead and take your delay and then grab another sequence. Your then 0 will be hooked up to it, the open, okay, input, okay? And then 1 will be tied into another sequencer, and then all over again. And then your phase 2, just select your phase 2 target point, copy the coordinates, put them in here, and then do it all over again. And then phase 3, phase 4, and so on. So, if you got a question on, well, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and show you, okay? So I only got my to phase 11. So phase 12, what we'll do is we'll count to 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? We'll make sure that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So we'll just Control C the X value here, and then we'll put it into here. We'll copy the Y value and then put it into here. That's all you gotta do. Boom. You're done. Not totally yet. Because what we gotta do is test it. So, we're gonna test that real quick. And I'll show you this pretty smooth transition here. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Well, not totally smooth. Okay. So, phase 11 will only be 1 second. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So 9 will there's a little hiccup on 9. So we'll just set that to 0.7. Test it again. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Pretty smooth, right? Pretty easy. So we're just gonna go to 13 here and do the same thing. And then go to your base 13 here. And then we'll just detach that. Hook that back up to here. And then test it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So your 12 needs to be a little bit shorter on the delay there. So we just go ahead and test it all over again. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still a hiccup there. So we're going to drop that down to, let's say, 0.8. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. The way we want it. Anyhow, that's basically all. Um, that's basically it. And let's actually turn. It's basically all. And if you got any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And just have fun with this and get it the way you want. If you want a rectangle, you can do the same thing. It's a little bit different. Going back and forth, that's pretty different. If you want to know how to do that, I can show you too. And if you have any ideas, well, I'm trying to do this and this and this, and I'm okay. I want him to run into in a rectangle, okay? But at the very where he starts, I want him to start here and then go here and then do the rectangle. And once he gets here, he goes back down and then waits and then goes back up. That'd be easy too. So if you have any ideas and you have a question on how to do it because you can't do it, just leave a comment. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you learned something. Okay. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.